Dave.
Ian.
Welcome to apexadjacent. Cars, music, thus and so.
I like that you saying you're going to bring us in versus you bringing us in. There was some processing that happened. I saw your CPU hit 100% for a hot minute.
It did. I buffered.
Yes.
I buffered, but I'm back.
Yes. You beach balled for a minute. We are so back, baby.
I've had a big day.
Okay.
I do want to bring us in, though, with a phenomenon that I know both of us have experienced.
Oh, okay.
So over on the Blue Sky, on the social media website Blue Sky, the blocks are public, right? So if you block somebody else, it's like public information.
Oh,
and so
okay.
My favorite account on Blue Sky right now is the post. Is it just repost? It's a bot that reposts whatever a person was blocked for.
Okay.
Like whatever the last thing they said that got them blocked.
Okay.
And a lot of them are just pure gold, like really funny. Today, though, there's one, I think it's the funniest one I've ever seen.
Okay.
And it's a person that you and I know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we don't know exactly who it was. We don't know who. It doesn't give you the username of the person who said the thing. But you and I have talked to this person before.
Okay, yes. We know this person. I'm air quoting for the audio listeners. Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
So go ahead and bring it up.
Okay.
And I just want to get your live reaction to it because it is just mwah. Mwah.
Get Linux. Oh yes, user was blocked for this post. Get Linux. You can create keyboard shortcuts for about anything. I like that. That's what they were blocked for. The first two words, get Linux. Right. Okay.
For anyone who doesn't know, in the IT world, like the Linux evangelists are a real phenomenon, and they are. I posted this question on Blue Sky. And I got some good responses too. Like, I think in every kind of subculture, there's a smaller subculture of people who have an interest that they cannot go 3 minutes without telling you about, right? Every subculture has their own CrossFit.
Yes. Exercise CrossFit, nutritional info vegans, right?
Yes, exactly. I would say people who are poly sometimes fall into this.
Oh yeah, sure,
right?
Sure, yeah,
right. Where you gotta we have an open relationship. Like I don't care.
Right. This is a Wendy's.
Right in the automotive space, Corvette dads, obviously.
Sure.
I'm sorry, I meant Harley dads.
Harley dads. Yep. Okay.
I think Corvette owners as a close second.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
One response that I got that I felt a little attacked by was AeroPress. I was like, okay. All right. You got me.
You and I are both AeroPress evangelists, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep. So among coffee, I think there's a lot within coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Right. But I think AeroPress in particular,
right.
It's a good call.
Yes. Yeah.
I responded. I was like, it said, AeroPress comes to mind, and yoga if you've got any chronic physical or mental illness. Also, drugs. LOL.
Yes.
And I responded that AeroPress. I feel attacked.
I like that.
Another one that got.
Well, I just want to call it real quick. The comment that stands out to me on this is, I am a Linux user, valid block.
Yeah.
Because I daily drive Linux on my laptop, right? And
I have a Linux laptop.
Yeah, because I feel like I need a challenge. There's a part of me that's masochist, and I'm choosing to take it out on myself that way.
Mm-hmm. Right. Why would you want only one way to set an IP address when you could have 7?
Right. Why would you not worry about installing updates truly crippling your system on a daily basis?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, but where were you headed with what you were saying?
No, I was just going to say that there was another, I can't find it now. Where is it? Somebody else responded that there's one for sailing too, which is dinghy sailing. Which I was not aware of.
Okay.
But so yeah, if you know of other subcultures that have the like, oh, here comes one of these guys again.
Yes.
Please let us know.
Yeah, right? Yeah, that culture, subculture, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like some autocross fits into that as well.
Oh, that's a good within motorsport. I do think autocross people do definitely fit into that.
I think they do, right?
100% they do.
Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah, because I've met people who do all sorts of different disciplines, and for sure, autocross are the people who like will take a way out of the way excuse to let you know,
right,
that they do autocross.
Right.
Yeah.
I
also said shout out to the 3 minutes I once went before learning someone was a private pilot.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah.
We had a boss one time who flew Apaches in the Army.
Okay.
And he would say it like 30 seconds into every meeting.
Yes.
When I flew Apaches.
Yes.
And I mean, cool. But also, this is like the 15th meeting we've been in this month. You don't need to tell me. So I used to like lean over. I used to lean over and be like, do you think this guy flew Apaches?
Also, what does this have to do with legacy to SDN conversions?
Oh, I know. Yeah. Don't worry. He was also an idiot.
Yeah, I think that there's a unique dynamic to it where the person telling you about this thing or like making it known that they're part of this facet of subculture, there is a little bit where they are, I mean, there's a bunch of different reasons, but for like a Linux user or a dietary thing or an autocross thing, I think there is something about it where they're like, I don't know, like in their head, like, I don't know if you know this, but you could be doing this too. Or like, this is
totally
right. And so it's not bad. Right. But also there's other ways to communicate or instead of telling, how about we ask? Right.
Right. I mean, it's the same as like any religion, right? Like if you evangelize, you should have some humility about it and realize that maybe not everybody is open to it, or maybe somebody is, whatever.
Right.
But
right.
I mean, that's where I come from when I talk about AeroPress stuff to people too, is like, oh, here's what I do, and I really love it. You might like it too. Right. But I'm sure people are tired of hearing about it.
Yeah, I get it. I love that. This is a good account. User was blocked for this post. It's the best. It's so there are some that were really brutal. There was one a few weeks ago that was like somebody talking about bread baking, which is another group of people who love to tell you about stuff. Guilty again, discharge. And it was just like, here's what I do for when I bake my bread, and it was just like blocked. It was blocked, and it was the most wholesome. Like, it was really funny. Yes, yeah. No personal attacks. User was blocked for this content. No. Right. Mm-hmm. Oh, I like this comment. In my mind, the blocker installed Linux and built a keyboard shortcut to block this person specifically. And the petty OS as the distro. Yep. We can have no shortage of Linux jokes on the show, in my opinion. I agree. I love it. I love it. I love the distro or the distros, and I love the jokes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that Linux evangelists deserve most of the teasing that they get.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing, and it helps to know that they're right.
Right.
Of course they're
right.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also, come on.
Have you ever seen any clips of Linus Torvalds, or however you say his last name, like just come across your feed?
I have, yes. I can't remember what the context was.
Was it?
But he's funny, right? He's
funny and an asshole,
dude.
like exactly like you think the person who started Linux would be. Like, yeah. And I think that like I would say he's like the Jeremy Clarkson of the tech kind of like of the operating system space, right? Where like I think that there were a lot of things that I did not like about Clarkson, that I don't like about Clarkson. But I think that there were some things that he was right about, right? Sure. And I think that like Linus comes off the wrong way and has some very insane hills that he will literally die on. But you know, maybe some packaging, buddy.
That's really funny.
Yeah. But you know, what are you gonna do? So anyway, okay.
Speaking of being evangelized to about autocross, you have an update for us because you went autocrossing this week, buddy.
Yes, and you should know, dear listener, that I didn't put that on the Talk of Boots. Ian put it on the Talk of Boots.
I did because I was excited to hear about it.
Yeah, of course, yeah, and it was a fun event. So yesterday I did the SCCA's event out at Front Range Airport, like where we've run before. They had 171 people sign up.
Whoa.
I know, right? The BMW and Porsche clubs typically cap their events, I think, at like 100 or maybe 80. And I think SCCA, it kind of needs to be more open because it is that like open to regional to national competition space. Yeah. So I feel like if there's some kind of block on capacity that's, I don't know, that could be a touch unfair. I mean, obviously I have to set some kind of cutoff, but like it needs to be pretty accessible, and you do sacrifice quantity of runs that you get. Right.
Yeah.
And so I got 5 runs yesterday. They came in saying we would only get 4. But things were running so well that they were able to tack on a 5th to the beginning of the day, knowing that they could carry it. The way that they did their gridding and stuff was really interesting. So everybody was split into 4 groups. And you only had 1 run heat and 1 work heat versus like BMW or Porsche, where like you have a morning and an afternoon and you're working and running in each, right? And so I was the 2nd run group and the 4th work group, which the 4th work group is rough because some people tap out and they try to skip out on their work shift. I have seen BMW Club like completely invalidate people's times for the day when they do that, stuff like that. Because like I feel like pulling your work shift is a fundamental part of autocross. Obviously, there's people with physical challenges, and the SCCA and BMW and Porsche do a very good job about asking about that kind of stuff up front, like so that they can make accommodations, so that like you can be the person that sits in a chair and bloops with the scanner, or stuff like that, right? Or they can fill in extra workers. So I don't think that there's an excuse really very often for missing your work shift. But anyway, it was a good event. I felt pretty good about the nuggie and my runs. I feel like, like when I was getting a bunch, this is my first event of the season, right? And so it's been a while. I feel like when, like a few years ago, when Joel and I were like really going to head and we were doing a bunch of events, I know that I got to that place where I felt like I was really on the edge of control with the car. Like, know what I'm talking about, where like, it's almost like floating, right? You're on that fine line of like, how is this still working? Right? Like, how am I not spun out? And I think that I need to get back to that place, and it's just going to take some stick time getting back to it. You know, the event yesterday, I felt like I improved every run except one. I went from like a 50 point something down to a 47.0. And I think out of 160 some odd people, I was like 100th raw time, which is, you know, pretty wild for my little nuggie, right? Especially when I was in like I was around all the like vintage and modern Mustangs. So there was a guy behind me with probably 600 horsepower, right? Like we had the biggest disparity of horsepower and displacement from a 1-2 car stack. And
what class were you in?
I was in S, and I was the only person in S.
Okay.
And
what's S?
It's like the roll up for like the street modified street, blah, blah, blah. Like essentially you bought a car and you made a bunch of mods that like we have to make rules for. So you're not going to be competitive in like any of the classes. You're not buying a Miata, a BRZ,
right?
You know, or doing like junior karts and stuff like that. There were a few of those. Dear Lord. Like,
so fast.
Yeah. They're like baby F1 cars. Like, yeah. My fastest was a 47.0. One of their fastest was a 39.
Oh my God.
Right?
That's a crazy gap.
8 seconds. Right?
That's huge.
Isn't that nuts? We ran the same course. Like they didn't take shortcuts, right? I get being 3 and 4 and 5 seconds slower than a Porsche, you know, or like a really, really fast, well-prepared car. But man, like that just is another level. So, but yeah, I think that it definitely brought back all this stuff. Like I'm excited about more events. I want to see what I can do to help the BMW club come back next season. You know, autocross is my jam, man. It really is. And I can't do enough autocross events. So it definitely, it was so good to be back and to do runs. And I appreciate the way SCCA ran it. Like they would, so the grid was 2 and there were 4 groups. So like when the grid group 1 was done, they were actually hot swapping while grid 2 was doing their runs. And it was like, you know, for people to like pack up their stuff and stuff, it was kind of spread out enough that they weren't interfering with the gridding and stuff like that. And they were even hot swapping worker shifts. So like towards the end, like you dash out to your corner spot. So like I was out there for the last few runs of heat 3 and then did my work shift on 4. And there was, you know, just pause to ensure timing was accurate. So where they just do one car, check, make sure the time is good at the start of the heat. Then they will have 2 or 3 cars out on the course. I didn't like, we were expecting like that, like, it's going to be the most tight, you know?
Yeah.
And it may be that on the administrative side. And I have the course map, right? So here's the course map.
Okay.
But the whole back sheet is event safety. Right. And all of this is good. You know, all of this is, you know, very important to know. And it is literally, you know, good. Yeah, right. Like 28 different points on here. But I felt like it was run in a way that like nobody needed to ask. You know?
Okay, well, that's
like,
good.
Yeah, you just felt like you were just kind of snapped into a structure and kind of like told where to be and expected to like, you know, keep your head on a swivel. And they said at the top of it, like, you know, we're going to be running real quick. So like, don't go away from your car, like, you know, like all that kind of stuff, like help us run a tight ship and we're going to get, you know, more runs than expected. Cool. People are motivated by that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And so, so it was a good event. Yeah. I felt good about my times. I'm looking forward to getting back to that floating feeling. Like really, you know, looking back, I think that there were pieces of the course that like, I just wasn't even thinking about. I was just getting through and then like thinking about like places that I knew were more complicated when I could have been thinking about better ways to get through those parts that I just wasn't thinking about. Instead of just fixating on like the 3 kind of problem areas where it's like, oh no, like I know I need to like super prep for this, like extra backsiding and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a little bit more kind of digging on stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was there anything in particular or any car setup stuff that you think you're going to change before the next one?
I don't think so. I think that I'm going to hold off on noodling with the car setup just to kind of get back to that like more consistent feel. Right. So over the winter, I took off my front strut brace or my front upper frame brace that is under the hood. And I think I actually like the way that the car responds a little bit more that way. With kind of like a more compliant front end, I think is a change I like the feel of. And so I'm going to run the rest of the season and the events this season without that front brace on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Having a little bit more squish up front. I still had my dampers set up like half a turn from the stiffest, and that felt good. Yeah, I felt like things were biting.
Well, and I think that gets a little bit more back to like the pointy front end, loose rear feeling that you had those first couple seasons, right?
Yeah, it does. And I almost spun it. I did legitimately lose traction for a while on one of my runs. Yeah, so I did throw the back out just a touch. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, and SCCA is great about other people riding. And that's one of the benefits of having that kind of like that 4-way split up instead of 2 and 2 is
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I had 3 different people ride with me, my buddy Mark, and then 2 other people that I had just met that day. And one of the people, the last kid that I gave a ride to, his name is Gunner. We had our best times were the exact same time. He was in I think he was in a Turbo Miata. It was like 47.019 down to the thousandths of a second, same time.
That's amazing.
Right? Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. That was his best and mine. So like I had to look because I dumped out a spreadsheet of the data. Yeah. And just check stuff. Yeah. So here I am and here's Gunner right there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
very cool.
Yeah, lots of cool cars.
I'm glad you're back in it.
Yeah. So I'm going to sign up for the next SCCA and go from there. Yeah, what I experienced this time was good enough that it was like, okay, yeah, let's do more of these specifically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
I also did some trek.
Yes. So one delightful annual tradition, I think, is that if you go to Vegas around your birthday time, you deserve to treat yourself, Ian, and you do. So tell me, because I don't know anything about this, tell me and other people what you did.
So I went to Speed Vegas, which is where I've gone before to do go-karts and stuff.
Okay.
But this time I did the supercar driving thing.
Okay.
And it's on a racetrack with an instructor. I did 2 cars. We don't need to show prices because Jesus.
Okay.
This was basically taking the place of a lemons weekend for me because we didn't race lemons in June.
Sure.
So I did a couple of laps in a Cayman GT4.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Just the normal Cayman GT4. And then I did a bunch of laps in a McLaren, the 570S GT4.
No way.
Which is, it's like, so if you go to the Dave Don't Look folder, there's some pictures of it. It's a legit GT4 homologation race car.
No.
Which I was like, I've never driven anything, I've driven race cars, but not like race cars.
Yeah.
And I was just very curious to know. One thing, so if you go to the next one, there's a shot of the interior.
Whoa.
It has the stock McLaren like center stack.
It does.
And that's how it races in like IMSA or whatever. Like that's what it looks like.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Like
it has air conditioning, Dave. I did not expect. I thought I was gonna be really sweating my balls off.
Yeah.
But it has like
Wow.
climate control and the whole thing.
It does. So is this dash or this kind of console setup here? I think in the road car, it's obviously a touch different, but this piece here in the center is all factory with the drive neutral
modes and the gear select and all that. And then there's a touch screen in the middle.
Yeah, the standard McLaren touchscreen.
Yeah. It's wild. I will say, I mean, and it did still immediately have that same like lightness and special feeling, like even at low speeds and even with the heavier steering, because this thing is like really quick ratio. Like you run out like here.
Okay.
There's not a lot. And the seating position was also a big surprise because you're like bolt upright, which is not what I was expecting.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. You would think you'd be a little bit more like laid back.
Yeah. I was expecting to be more, I was expecting to just be a struggle for me to see out of, but honestly, I had an easier time seeing out of this than I did the Cayman.
Wow. Okay.
So let me back up. So I started with the Cayman. Shout out to Lloyd, who was my instructor. He was awesome.
Okay.
He asked me if I had racing experience. I told him I raced Lemons, and he was like, "Well, I come from Time Attack."
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So I was like, "Oh, that's awesome," because that's what I'm after. And he was super, super helpful. Helped me like learn the track. I only had a couple of laps in that, so it was really good to kind of get my eye in and learn the track. I had driven a GT4 on track before. It's a fun little track, very fast. And that GT4 is just so sweet. It's so like you get in it and you're just immediately quick.
Okay.
I was left foot braking in the GT4, in the Cayman. And I felt good doing that. And then when I get in this, when I got into the McLaren, the pedal box is like real, like moved over. It's almost like an Italian car where the pedals aren't quite in front of you.
Right. They're shifted over to the right, correct?
Correct.
Because suspension is to the left.
Correct. Yeah. And like but there's a big like dead pedal there. There's just not a lot of space for pedals. So I ended up right foot braking with this, but it felt amazing. Full harness, so Hans device, the whole thing.
Yeah.
I got it out on track, and like immediately it just felt so light and special, and like but just also very intuitive. Like it was way easier and way less intimidating than I thought it was going to be.
Right.
It understeered a touch, which I'm sure they probably set it up to do so.
Sure.
But I found understeer real fast, like faster than I really thought I was going to.
Okay.
And that was sort of the theme of it, was like, he kept saying, "You're closer than you think. You're closer than you think." Because I thought I was going really slowly.
You're closer to you think than you think them to what?
To like a good laptop, to like going quickly.
Okay.
Because in my head, it was so easy to drive, and it was so like tame. Like even if you really nailed the brakes, which were
yeah.
If you really nailed the brakes, it would give you just like a little wiggle.
Okay.
A tiny little wiggle.
Yeah.
And then you could get understeer, and then you could just lift, and it would rotate for you. Like a little like Miata. Like it was just so easy. I expected it to like want to bite my head off.
Sure.
But it was so easy to drive.
Okay.
I was shocked at that. So in my head, I thought, I'm leaving so much on the table. I'm going so slow.
Gotcha.
And so I ended up overdriving it really badly.
Okay.
For like a bunch of laps. And so we had like a break in the middle, and we came in and we talked. Yeah,
like a reset, right?
Like a reset, which was great. And then we went back out, and I was able to just kind of like dial it back a little bit. And I ended up setting like some pretty good times. Like it was so much fun.
Dude.
So much fun. So I don't have the video. I don't have the video yet, but I will have a video of it.
Yeah.
Which we could put up. But man, this thing weighs a quick.
Dude, that's amazing. I see you have PDFs of your times and stuff in here.
Yeah, so this is the
Porsche.
That's the Porsche.
Yeah.
So this was me like learning the track.
Sure.
So I did 5 laps in that.
Right.
And I did like a 1 minute flat, I think.
Yeah. 1 minute and 9/10 of a second. Nice. Okay.
Yep. And like and I was about 5 seconds off the record in that.
Okay.
The lap record in that car.
Best time of the week, I see. But yeah, track records for the GT4. Geez, Mikhail did a 55. That's insane. But
yeah.
But the second place, let's also call out that you're less than 4,000ths of a second from the second.
No. That's not second place. That's like 800th.
Oh, because then it shows you. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. 800th. Okay. Gotcha.
Right. So I was happy with that. I was not trying to push 5 seconds off the lap record.
Yeah.
Having jumped into a car that I was like really afraid about on a track I had never been to.
Right.
Great.
Yes. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay.
And then the McLaren, which I was much more intimidated by, is you got to go down.
Okay. Yeah.
I did a 57.2.
Yeah, let's see here. ENP.
I'm at the top.
Oh, you're at the top. Okay. ENP 57.2. Yes.
For our session, I had the top time. I had the best time.
Sweet. Okay.
Session, which I was pretty excited about.
Yeah.
And I did pretty well, honestly. Like, I had some good consistent laps in there. There was one in there that we kind of did like a cool down or whatever.
Sure.
And then I think I'm like 200th something.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, 222.
Yeah, and again, like about five seconds off the lap record.
That's amazing.
Honestly, I didn't even know that they were going to tell us our lap times until after I was done in the McLaren. And I was really not trying to push too hard.
Sure.
And I think if I knew that they were doing lap times, I would have tried to like really maximize exit speed on a couple of them.
Okay, sure.
I think it was so much fun.
I think that there's a good reason that they don't tell you that there's going to be lap times, because then some people are just going to instinctually overdrive the car. Period. Yeah. They're going to. Yeah.
And I definitely was overdriving a couple of spots on the track, especially the McLaren, because it was just so easy to do. Like it was just. But then it just understeers a little bit, and I really wonder if that's how it is. I mean, I know those things are like infinitely adjustable, and, set upable, but like the setup they have for it is really nice. Honestly, like it's understeer, but it's not. It's just enough to like let you know, like, hey,
hey, buddy, hey,
buddy,
just that elbow touch.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
Yeah. In the corporate world. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
when you're at a party and your spouse just like, okay.
Yeah.
Let's let this one go. They don't need to hear about the AeroPress.
They're fine with their Nespresso.
Yeah. They have a Keurig. They don't want to hear about your AeroPress.
Yeah. Really? We're doing 43 minutes of AeroPress material? That's going to be your
There are like probably 5 or 6 topics that if we're someplace like a party or something and someone brings them up, Jenny is just like, oh, here we go.
Yes. Yeah. What do you think some of those other topics are for you?
The Denver airport.
Hey,
sure.
Did you hear that they're doing the pedestrian walkways for all the rest of the terminals?
I'm so excited.
Yeah, me
I cannot wait.
Me too. Yeah.
Cannot happen soon enough.
Right.
Denver
airport.
I don't know. Denver Airport. That just reminded me that I have another talk about that we could add to the list if you want.
Okay.
What else is another one? People who drive in the left lane.
Sure.
Without passing someone. Obviously. I don't know. There's others.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Okay.
I could ask her.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what mine would be. You can tell me whatever mine would be. Aphex Twin.
Aphex Twin. Probably coffee. I mean, don't you think?
I mean, it is my vice. Like that. It is my one true vice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that and cocaine. No.
And robbing banks.
Right. Yeah.
No, I think electronic music and coffee, I think are the two for you, for sure.
Yeah. Yep. And I feel like that, like the subgenre of electronic music fans, the people that need to tell you Aphex Twin fans, that they are Aphex Twin fans. Or I think it is more stand out with Autechre than it is.
That makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
Because that's even more, like, as a step, even like more obscure.
Yes. Yes. So, yeah. Okay. Well, dude, I'm so glad.
Say one other thing. Yeah. One other thing. If you scroll back up on this, it tells you your average. I think it tells you the average mile an hour too. If you go one more page up.
Oh yeah.
Gap. I took a picture of it.
Okay.
And I think it was like, just to give you an idea, like I thought I was going so slowly. And my average mile an hour was 125.9.
Okay. Talk about masking speed.
Yeah. And it didn't feel like it. Like it was just, so like it just did exactly what you thought, you know?
Dude, I love that. I
told the guy, I told Ricky as we were coming back in, I was like, it felt like the less I thought, the faster I went. And he was like, yep,
yeah,
exactly.
Okay. Yeah. What other kind of feedback did they have for you? Did they have like any nudges that you felt were productive?
Relax was everything.
Okay.
Yeah, relax. Like Lauren told me to remember to breathe.
Okay. Yeah.
So one thing that I found really weird, that I found really hard to adjust to in that format with the instructor and all of that, is, so they have like, it's basically like point by rules for that, but the instructors put their hand on the wheel when you're doing a pass, which is super weird.
Yeah.
And they have a brake pedal. Ricky only had to use it one time for me.
No way.
I way overcooked the corner. Way overcooked it.
Okay. That's amazing. They have a brake pedal. Okay.
They do have a brake pedal.
Nice. Okay.
But the thing that I found really hard is, like I will sometimes get tense in just a normal race car, or even on a track day.
Sure.
Like it's easy to get tense. And I find that like having the routine of looking in my mirrors and looking at gauges is just like, that's like a mental reset for me.
Yes. Yeah. That's like a parasympathetic nervous system thing. Like to like help you fall back asleep, and like that eye movement, like there's a neurological disruption that happens. Yeah.
Right. So like that, like going around checklist thing that I do at least, once or twice, maybe depending on the track, like 3 times a lap.
Right. In certain spots, getting that rhythm.
Yeah. So good. Like I find that like I need to do, when I'm learning a track, I need to find that spot, like almost it's almost as important as finding my breaking points and stuff.
So that's as important as finding how to turn traction control off in a rental car to you.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
But all the mirrors are angled for the passenger.
Okay.
So the mirrors.
Oh yeah. Okay. So they're like, we got this. We'll tell you.
Right.
Okay.
So then I found that I didn't have that moment to like relax. So I had to be much more conscious of like okay, I'm gonna like flex my hands.
Right. I'm going to unpucker myself. Yeah.
Yeah. Because otherwise I was just kept overdriving.
Sure.
So
okay.
that was hard to adjust to.
Yeah.
In that format.
Right. And I think that a lot of the stuff that you and I have done for years, like our indoor kart track, we only had one place to kind of like think just for a minute, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
But even there, like there was always, and even just like looking at the times.
At the time and the spots we would check back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
that
point.
was good to just like relax for a second.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Okay. I think that I have two things that I want to do at my next autocross because I can't stop talking about autocross. But I think that one thing is that I want to work on backsiding more turns. Right.
Late apex.
Late apex. Yeah.
That's autocross for late apex.
Exactly. And that I think that you just brought up, I think that it would be important, like mid somewhere out there, to just be like, pull back for a second, go, continue on. If there's any space where there's just a tiny little straight run or just a very consistent thing, to have that, okay, check, Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I appreciate that. That's a really interesting thing. Like, I like that a way to get faster is to not think about being faster. Yeah. To think about all of these things.
Yeah. I mean, one time I was helping someone learn how to snowboard, and my feedback to them was basically like, you just need to let yourself snowboard.
Right.
Right. Like,
yeah.
Stop trying so hard and just let it happen. Like, there's literal gravity pulling you down.
Right.
Just let it happen. Or like, I think mountain biking is the same way.
Yes.
Where I had that, someone gave me that feedback when I was learning to mountain bike, was just like, just ride through it. Just let the bike, trust the bike a little bit.
Yeah.
And just roll through stuff. And I mean, in driving, there's definitely a lot of that. If you just like relax your hands a little bit and like let the car do its thing, you're going to come out on the other side of it usually fine.
Sure.
And usually faster than if you were like sawing at it.
Right. Right. Okay. I like that. Nice, man. I'm so glad that you got your track day, like that stuff. That's so amazing. When you get the videos, you have to send them all to me. I need to see them.
I will.
Yeah. That's so great, dude.
Yeah.
And also really well done on your times, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. And good choice on vehicle selection. Like, talk me through like what you were comparing, what you were thinking about otherwise. Yeah.
I mean, I was definitely thinking, like, I definitely wanted to, when I saw they had like actual race prepped ones, I really wanted to do a race prepped one. And I've never driven a McLaren on a track.
Right.
And you drove one on the road.
Yeah.
I've driven an older Ferrari on track before.
Yeah.
And so I wanted something actually race prepped. And light.
Yeah.
I've done these a couple of times. This is probably the third one that I've done in the last 15 years or whatever. It's been a long time since I've done one. I've never been interested in driving the Lamborghinis.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
I don't want, or like they have the Mercedes one too.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't super interested in that. I just wanted something light and pointy, and I wanted to feel like real no shit race car brakes.
Yeah.
That's what I was excited about. And the McLaren was cheaper than the 296 Challenge one.
Right. That Ferrari Challenge is insane.
Real expensive.
Yeah.
But I thought the GT4 prep car would be good.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's an awesome choice, man.
Yeah, it was good. And it didn't feel, I mean, it was fast, but it didn't feel like, I couldn't tell you what the horsepower was on it. I could not, but it didn't feel insane.
Okay.
It didn't feel like scary or anything. was pretty fast.
Yeah. 0 to 60 in
60.
3.2 seconds, 562 horsepower. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But it felt so easy.
Yeah.
That it was not intimidating at all.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It was just, it was just like, oh, this is what it does. You're fine.
Right. Yeah. I think that like when we drove the Artura Spider on the street, like, I don't think that you and I felt like it was going to bite our heads off. I think that,
no,
right. Like that. I will never forget when we were on that road in Deer Creek Canyon going 25 miles an hour, where it was just like all of this feels so special and so connected. That like, I think that feeling makes you feel so much safer at speed, right?
Totally.
It just builds, right? Because they're like, if I got you, like, I'm going to have to get you at 200 miles an hour, right?
Yeah.
So 25 is not a problem. Like, right? Yeah.
And I will say, so there was a couple times where, I was able to rotate it with some lift off and stuff like that. And it just felt like easy.
Yeah.
Like it was not, it didn't feel snappy or anything. And it was on like semi-slick tires and the whole thing. So
nice.
Yeah, I loved it. And I know they have the assists on and all of that.
Sure.
They're not going to like turn all that off. And I'm sure they have it set up for safe understeer and everything else.
Yeah.
So like, I have no illusions that I'd be competitive at all in a GT4 race car, just to be clear. But it was still a lot of fun.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there is a great thing about like knowing that this is going to have a consistent setup, that like the same feeling, like not like our rental cart inconsistencies, right?
Right.
Like if I was to go out there today and book it, I would be getting the same car that you did, right? Minus some of your plumage that you've left in the car that they're still trying to find and get out.
Probably. They're like, someone had a dog in here?
And if I had gone first, you'd be like, there's a taffy wrapper over there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Why did the seats come pre-sunblocked?
Right. I think like if I had another session in it, I could find another second or so.
Oh, I'm sure you could.
But I felt like I got a lot out of it for the small amount of time that I was there. It was it was a very fun experience. So I recommend. So and again, shout out to Lloyd and Ricky, who are my instructors.
That's amazing. I think that you would be faster because you had a little bit of time away from it, come back, and you know what you're getting into. Like, like our Matt Murphy, said, historical legend level wisdom. It's about figuring out what you have to manage. You didn't know anything that you would have to manage going in other than intimidating things like it's fast, it's no shit. Like, that those things are on the table. But then there's so much of it that's demystified that is not part of the black box anymore, that if you were to go back to it now, you would have such a fresh set of eyes and such like nerve endings for, knowing where you'd need to kind of hook in. So I have no doubt you could pick up a second. I think you could pick up a second and a half.
Ooh.
I do.
Maybe.
All right, let's go. I'm flying out tonight. No. Yeah. Dude, that's awesome. Way to treat yourself to a buffet treat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Not a problem. Okay.
What else do we got? Ian Effington 1 report.
Yeah, I do. I do have one comment from a listener that I wouldn't mind calling back. So you, Ian, being the default wallpaper person.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Our buddy Eric had texted a while ago in response to that episode, and I keep meaning to call back to it. But he said, what are the personality traits for a person that changes their phone wallpaper every other day and is never quite happy with them? Asking for ... me.
Yeah. So for anyone who doesn't remember, I don't remember how this came up, but you asked what my phone wallpaper was, and I'm like, default, whatever. Whatever, like it get like I have an iPhone for work and an Android for personal, and both of those bitches are on default wallpaper.
Meanwhile, it's like the first thing I change on any device I ever have.
Yeah. My Windows machines are all just default wallpapers.
Which is wild. Wild.
Don't care.
Right.
Don't care. Linux machine, default.
But I would say to Eric's comment about obsessively changing or like constantly changing, because I have definitely been there. I think that I would say I would want to know, Eric, if you have a tattoo or tattoos, right? Because I think that like I don't think I could ever really land on, like, if I just wanted to go get a tattoo, I don't think I could land on a design that I know I would be happy with. I'm taking the default wallpaper of this human body, right?
That's what I have too. I don't have any tattoos either.
Right. Yeah. And I think that I was talking to a friend of mine about like he has, sleeves and everything, tattoos. And he was saying like, he obsessed over the first one, but then after that, like now he'll just go get a tattoo. Right.
Right.
And I think like, especially like when you have kids, like having like a thing that your kid drew tattooed on, I think like that kind of stuff is all really sweet and cool. And so like I can see obsessing over the first one, but then like not being able to, like not having to think about it for subsequent ones. But for like the device wallpaper, I get it. And I want to know, Eric, do you have any tattoos? So
I like that.
Yeah. Which is a weird way to respond to a text message that you get is by asking on a podcast.
Show me pictures of your body.
Now I didn't. That's Ian asking. You can send those to a different number. So anyway, but I just wanted to call back to that because it does cross my mind every now and then. Yeah. And I've told you, I've met one other default wallpaper person, my friend Daryl. So yeah. Anyway. Okay. But yes, Ian, I saw that some F1 news, cool stuff happened. Look, Ian's salivating at the chance of talking to me about F1.
Dave.
Yes.
Such big things happened this weekend. Lewis is once again Lewis the Hamilton.
The Hamilton, yes.
I would say the Hamilton, even. Lewis the Hamilton. He finally won with Ferrari.
Yeah.
It's the first time he's won in like 2 years. And it was a legit like vintage Lewis victory. Like he dominated. Ferrari didn't trip over their own dicks.
Amazing.
Right. And he was just faster than everybody. He was pulling away from second and third place. They basically gave him the old hammer time, which is what, his old race engineer used to say when he was like, okay, release the push as hard as you can.
Oh, okay.
And he had like this one stint in the middle. He did a 3-stop race. His second stint was just like quali lap, like just over and over and over again. It was amazing.
During that stint, was he passing or was he increasing the gap when he was first place?
He was passing.
Oh,
so
okay.
he pitted and then had to close the gap to George Russell, who was still out on older tires, and was just, taking like 2.5 seconds a lap. I don't know.
Okay.
Wild.
Okay.
It was really fun to watch.
Nice.
It was like a legit fun to watch. And I think this season, this new formula, people have been kind of like mixed feelings about the cars and everything else. The racing is actually good, and like the cars are moving around a bunch.
Okay.
Like you can see them on the limit around a lot of the corners. Like it's weird. It's still weird to hear the cars decelerating at the end of the straight before they hit the brakes.
Yes.
Sometimes when they're harvesting energy, but man, the racing is actually legit good.
Okay.
It's pretty fun to watch.
Okay.
Yeah. And Lewis is now in second place in the championship, and I am trying desperately not to get my hopes up.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
But
amazing,
it was
man.
a very good race. Yeah.
I knew that you would be happy about that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nico and I were hooting and hollering because, my son is also like a massive Lewis fan.
Sure.
So it was great.
Yeah. This win means a lot, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It was a big deal.
Yeah.
Again, it's first win with Ferrari, first win in like 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's a big deal.
That's amazing. That's so great, dude.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
What do you think? Do we have time for one more talk about for another story time? I put it in the talk abouts, but
yeah, sure.
you can let me know if you want to have this one here or not.
Yes. This one I do.
Okay.
Unless you want to save it to open next week's show.
You know what? Yes. Let's save it to open because I feel like this should be an opener.
Yes, this should be an opener. I feel like it's a good opener. Yeah.
Okay. So not to be a tease, but everybody, you're gonna want to hear the story because it's a pretty good one.
Yes, and if you follow us on Blue Sky, you already know what it is. Yeah.
Yes, but just saying, I got to do something that a lot of people fantasize about, and I can confirm it was good. It was really good. felt great.
Nice. Okay. All right. So do you have an album for me? What should I be listening to? What are you playing?
Okay. So
and also, how are you coping with being in such a huge upswing of hyperpop? Because I'm here for it. This is like hyperpop summer. Like
I know.
I'm listening to Frost Children, Fuckers. I'm listening to Charlie XCX. I'm listening to Nina Geraci. I'm listening to, oh my God, so Underscores. The new Underscores album is so fucking good. Slater. I'm listening to so much hyperpop and I'm here for it.
I did listen to that Underscores record.
Yeah.
That you were telling me about. And I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
It's still not quite there.
It's trashy pop music. It is. Turned up to infinity. It is. And that doesn't really resonate with you. I get it.
It doesn't.
Right. And that's okay. That's okay.
I'm sure I want to find a hyperpop record that I really like. I'm still trying it.
Yeah.
So if anyone has suggestions, please let me know.
Yeah.
But I realized, so I really like Aesop rock.
Yeah.
And we talked about like that Lice record.
Yes.
It's one of my favorite ones from last year. And I realized I had never gone back. I had never really listened to his earlier records. I only knew him through like him being on other stuff and and that sort of thing. So I went back and I listened to Labor Days from 2001.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man, that record rips.
Yes.
It is awesome.
Yes.
I listened to it twice today.
Okay. Yeah.
So I had an early flight, so I was trying to psych myself up a little bit before going driving. Man, this record is awesome.
Dude, it is a great one. Yeah.
Yeah. It was really good. So yeah.
Okay.
This is my pick for the week.
Nice, dude. I love it. Yeah. What was it? What label was this released on? This may have been on Def Jux on LP's label.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. Sop Rock, Labor Days label. Oh God, I cannot spell.
It's on Definitive Jux.
Yeah, Def Jux. Yeah, so that was LP's label.
Okay.
Yes, so
that makes sense. I mean, they're all in the same, swimming in the same waters or whatever, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I can't remember what the overlap was for like Def Jux artists to Anti-Con, because I'm a huge Anti-Con fanatic, like Dose One and like all of those folks. Alias, RIP. So like that Anti-Con stuff, I can't remember if like there was some overlap there, because I think that you would dig all that overlap stuff. So I will check into that and let you know for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
But dude, fantastic album, awesome. Man. Yeah.
I had never heard it before.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Right on, dude. That's a great pick. It's a good like summer, like out, like doing yard work, you know, working on the car, doing something like that kind of record, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's a good, since it's a concept record about like working and stuff, it's also a really good record to play hooky to.
Oh,
like
yeah.
If you're going and doing something where you should be at work.
Yes.
Listen to this.
Absolutely. Yeah. Nice.
Dave, I think we did a car show.
We did, dude. We did. Yeah. You drove cars.
Yeah.
I drove cars. We talked about cars. Uh-huh.
Everybody, 720-515.
No.
Buy an AeroPress. Get a Linux distro.
Yeah.
720-515-1391. apexadjacent@gmail. I'm on Blue Sky. Everybody, thank you. We love you. Goodbye. Fuck guys.